What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Pick Plug back again with another video, and to be up to some Tuesday picks for today. We got the Tuesday night slate that we're definitely looking to cash out on, coming off of a rough night. Overall, we had some great reads against that Houston Rockets game, but Kevin Durant didn't play most of the fourth quarter. Alfred Sengun as well. A lot of the lines were based on those minutes, and they ended up blowing out the Brooklyn Nets. So a lot of that blowout potential just ruined a bunch of lines. So the reads were there overall, but you can't do anything about the minutes. We came off of a 24-1 run, hitting 11 picks in a row. So we have absolutely been on a hot run. That was probably one of my longest streaks in a very long time. So again, if you guys do want these plays, we have been killing it still. The reads are there. If you guys do want these plays, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn your post notifications so that you guys don't miss out on future videos. A lot of these plays are super high value, and smash that like button. We are starting the ladder challenge today. We just hit the like goal on the last video for 1,000 likes. You guys absolutely crushed that, getting like 1.3, 1.4 likes, which is absolutely insane. You guys love these videos, so I do really appreciate the support. And if you guys do want to continue supporting the channel, and it really does go a far way, go ahead and click the link or click the hype button in the comment section. You guys, if you guys hit that hype button, it does go a very long way. It doesn't cost anything. It is completely free. It just really supports the channel. But again, if you guys do want me to continue the ladder challenge, I will have a ladder pick for today. But if you guys want another ladder pick in tomorrow's video, go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get to 900 likes. And if we do get to 900 likes, I'll be dropping another pick in tomorrow's video. Overall, the outlet had one of its hugest days from that Sacramento versus LA game. Austin Reeves dropped 50 points. A bunch of people were able to cash out on this line, and overall a bunch of users on the outlet were taking advantage of this. Overall, this whole last week was extremely profitable, and to start off the week, the outlet has had some great plays as well. The winnings aren't up yet, but overall, if we looked at those plays, you would have been able to see the great reads that the outlet had. If you guys do want exclusive picks, go ahead and click the link in the description below to join the outlet. You guys will be able to see the results for yourself. Here's a 6-man slip that they cashed out on Sunday night for NFL. And again, if you guys do want to see the VIP results for yourself, you guys can see it for yourself. And it is constantly updating. There are literally people posting plays literally like every single 10 minutes, and it's very constant. That's how much they're winning. So again, they are at over 10,000 members in their Discord for a reason. Go ahead and join using the link in the description below. Like I said, we got some great picks ahead of us for today, so without further ado, let's hop into today's picks. For our first play today, we'll be staying in the points section, and we'll be looking at LaMelo Ball for 25.5 points. This line will also have an alternative. LaMelo Ball has been cooking these last two games. He's honestly been having some great plays, highlight plays left and right. His matchups haven't been the best, honestly. They're pretty solid and easy matchups to go on the over for, but today's matchup against Miami, they are a pretty solid defensive team overall. When it comes to points allowed, they are 7th when it comes to points allowed. Versus that point guard position, they are 11th, giving up only 23.8. Go up against a team again like Washington, again, it was very easy for him to go on the over. I believe he had a triple-double, 38 points. Absolutely an amazing game. But again, that is probably the worst defensive team in the NBA, opponent rank of 29th. And just the way they play defense, it is so easy for LaMelo to go on the over. Against Philly, same thing. They're not as bad as Washington. They're 21st when it comes to opponent rank, but again, they aren't anywhere near as good as an actual competitive, defensively good team. Look at the lineup. If we can see the injuries list right now, Brandon Miller, that is one of the more major injuries that are for the Hornets right now. As it is, I do believe LaMelo Ball actually does get more out of this injury than a loss, because Brandon Miller, he was a pretty high up on the scoring option. He was probably second or third. Miles Bridges was up there as well. But with him being out, LaMelo Ball does a lot more scoring. With Brandon Miller in, he has a lot more assists. So I do like this for the over, but alternatively, for that alternative line, I do like points assists as well for the over at 33.5. That's definitely not a line that LaMelo can't go on the over for. Matchup wise, they are giving up 15. They're 15th in the league with assists allowed, right in the middle of the pack, as well as versus that point guard position. There are 26 when it comes to assists allowed, giving up 9.4 assists per game. So overall, they're pretty solid, giving up a bunch of assists when it comes to the Miami. Something to look out for if you guys are looking for an alternate play of the assist line. He went on the over for both of those games, which I'm just now realizing. Again, he is going up against a team that is 9.4 in assists allowed. But looking at that points plus assist line, he had 11 assists in that game, 18 points. He was definitely leaning more to the assist line for that game. But again, Brandon Miller was most likely in the game. So if Brandon Miller was out, he most likely would have had less assists, more points, and most likely that's what I think is going to happen for today's game. Now, they are a top 10 defense in the league right now for the overall points plus assist lines. But if you look here at point guards that have gotten the over for their lines, Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black, and Jalen Brunson, those are all point guards that definitely have been playing pretty decent. John Morant, their overall Memphis's offense has been struggling tremendously. Tyus Jones, nobody really expected anything from him, but overall, most guards that were expected to go on the over for their lines did go on the over for their lines. He's averaging 31.9 minutes. In his last two games, he's had 33 plus minutes in games that were pretty close. Last game against the Washington Wizards, that was a blowout. He still had 34 minutes, so it is good that he plays at least a decent amount, and he does look like he's just having overall fun out there, so that's definitely another plus. But yeah, from those first two games, I really am loving what I'm seeing from LaMelo. I do see him go on the over for this line, but if you guys do want access to a tool like this, the Outlier app is one of the best historical evidence props analyzer that you guys can use to be confident on your sports betting. If you guys can access this tool, you will be able to get this tool for 7 days for free, able to access their EV Plus plays, boost plays, arbitrage bets, middle bets, and more. And you'll be able to see also overall games, which lines. If you guys do want to do money line props, you guys can do that as well. This is one of the best tools you can use to get better and more confident at your picks. So if you guys do want to learn how to make picks on your own, go ahead and click the link in the description below to get that 7-day free trial and cash out on their plays. Now it is time for our ladder pick of the day. A lot of you guys have requested me doing a ladder challenge, and what this basically is, I'll be doing a pick in each video every single day, and I'll be using these picks as my most confident plays, and we'll try and get to 10 straight of these most confident plays, and that will be the ladder pick of the day. So if you guys do want these plays to continue, smash that like button. Again, let's get at least 900 likes, and I'll continue with the ladder pick challenge. We'll be going over to the points plus rebounds tab, scrolling down here, and our ladder pick of the day will be Giannis Antetokounmpo for 43.5 points plus rebounds. This line will be for more. Looking at Giannis, in his last 4 games, he's gone over for this line, but his last 3 games to start this season, he's had 51 against Washington, 51 against Toronto, and 54 against Cleveland. So honestly, those first two games against some pretty poor defensive teams, you might have argued that, okay, that's poor defense. He's of course he's going to go on the over for that. But against Cleveland, he went against a pretty tall squad overall against Jared Allen, Evan Mobley as well. That matchup was on paper very tough, and he was still able to go on the over for that line. It was pretty sweat free as well. If we look here on Outlier, again, we can see 7 out of 10 in his last 10 matchups, averaging 48, and going up against a team like the New York Knicks, they are going to be a pretty tough matchup. They're already bumping this line. It came out at 42.5 earlier today, about an hour ago, and now it's up at 43.5. By the time you guys see this, you may see it at 44.5, even as high as 45. But I do like this line for the over. Regardless, in this matchup against the Knicks, I do see him playing extremely competitive, especially the way that he started off this season. Another thing to be on the lookout for is Karl-Anthony Towns right now is a game time decision. He is not guaranteed to play. A bunch of their bigs are actually suffering from something. Mitchell Robinson, he's out. Again, Cat is out, or game time decision. Yabusele is a game time decision as well. So they're really, right now, they're not too solid when it comes to their bigs. And overall, if Cat isn't playing in this game, that is going to be a huge hit in their defense. And overall, they're just space in the interior defense. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he obviously will have a lot more of his way just going in the paint most of the time. And of course, rebounds wise, he'll most likely get a bunch more of his rebound chances actually being rebounds. So he's averaging 0.2 rebound chances already. In his last 2 games to start the season, he had 22 rebound chances in both of them. And again, this was a pretty tall lineup, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. So that's pretty impressive, having 14 rebounds against them. The game before that, 20 rebounds against them. So he's playing with maximum effort, especially to start the season. On top of that, if you look at bigs that have gone up against the Knicks, they've gone almost every big have gone on the over for them. Sam Hauser, Dean Wade, Larry Nance, Evan Mobley. They have been absolutely killing Knicks when it comes to the interior. So I do like what I'm seeing when Giannis goes up against them. I really like this line for the over. Alternatively, though, this is not a part of the ladder pick, but I did want to give you guys a extra pick that is pretty solid as well. Block shots for 1.5 on Giannis. If you guys do want that alternative, it is a demon play, but honestly, this is one line that I do see being a regular prop for Giannis. At 1.5 block shots go up against the Knicks, I do see this being a line that he can go on the over for. Against Cleveland, he had 2 against the block shots. Overall, if we look here, Giannis, he haven't gone on the over. His percentage is pretty low at 40% within his last 10 games. But I still do have him go on the over for this line. Against the Knicks, playmaking wise, sometimes they do look a bit scrambled. Giannis can definitely take advantage of that. And overall, fast breaks as well. Giannis can definitely get a lot of chase down blocks. At 1.5, I do see him go on the over for this line. But again, this is alternate pick. You guys can choose this if you want. But for me, I will definitely be taking that points plus rebounds line for the over. But yeah, let me know if you guys do like this play. I definitely do appreciate your guys' insights. For our next line today, we'll be going over to the 2-pointers attempted tab, looking at Miles Bridges for 7.5. 2-pointers attempted. This line will be for more. Looking at Miles Bridges' last 2 games, he's had 2 games that he's had 9 2-pointers attempted. Since the start of the season, he did start off with 5 2-pointers attempted, going on the under for his line. But at 7.5, I do have him going on the over, simply because he's 7 out of 10 in his last 10 games and 100% head-to-head. Hitting this line 3 straight matchups against Miami. 11 2-pointers attempted in his last game in March. And overall, although this team is pretty decent when it comes to defense, they are an unfavorable matchup, and they give up 50.6 2-pointers attempted per game. But again, things have really changed. Overall, these stats aren't fully up to date. I would say probably around maybe the 8th game or so, these rankings will be fully accurate for this season. Still a little bit loading, but another thing I do like is Miles Bridges. He's exceeded 7.5 2-pointers attempted in 5 out of his last 6 games on the road, averaging 9.5 2-pointers attempted per game on average. So since this is a home or a road game, he does play slightly better. If we look here at away games, you can see that he's actually gone the over in 5 out of those last 6 games. And head-to-head, again, he is still 100% in this line, one of them being 11 attempts in that away matchup. So I do like it a little bit better since he plays just slightly better in away matchups. He's still been good either way, home or away matchups, but 2-pointers attempted, he does really take a decent amount of shots. Although most of these matches were without LaMelo, because again, most of these games he was out. I still, again, do like this line for the over, especially because also Brandon Miller, he is out. Another option higher up on the option list for scoring. He definitely will be taking a lot more shots just overall, just because of Brandon Miller being out. With that being said, if you guys do want a play that you are guaranteed to hit, to tell with any of these lines, the free pick for Steph Curry on 0.5 points is up on Sleeper right now today for tomorrow's plays on Tuesday. And the thing about Sleeper is they do have huge payout boosts at 150 times your payout boost when you use code TROPHY, and you also do get up to $100 on your deposit match. Their payout boosts are huge. The promos that they give are huge for new users. And overall, if you guys do want access to their plays, again, you can click the link in the description below to get access to that. Definitely do tail any of their promos together with any of these picks. If you guys are feeling confident with any pick that you guys have for the day, tail together a free pick. It just is going to help you to cash out for the day. And also, before we hop into our last pick, I do want to remind you guys of Better's huge opportunity to get free $10 and plus an additional $200 bonus on your first deposit. They're legal in a bunch of states. And not only that, when you do use code TROPHY, that is TROPHY, and click the link in the description below to download the Better app, you will be able to get access to their huge payout increases. That means you can literally put down like around 4 picks and turn it into a 35x, or 6 picks, get them perfect, you get 35x. They're huge payout boosts. You can literally win up to a 10,000x from a slip, which is absolutely insane. No other DFS app is doing that. So I've seen people literally turn $10 into like 10K with their huge payout boost. So again, if you guys do want access to this app, go ahead and click the link in the description below to download the better app and use code TROPHY if you guys want immediate access to these payout boosts. For the last line we'll be choosing today, we'll be staying in that 2-pointers attempted tab, scrolling down here to Jalen Brunson for 12.5, 2 points attempted. This last 2 games that he's played, he's gone the over for this line against Boston and Miami. Both, again, Boston, terrible defensive team. They're not really doing that good this year at all, but he still was able to go on the over for that line. If we do look here on Outlier, we can see that he's 6 out of 10 in his last 10 games. In away games, he is 8 out of 10, so he plays even better, and he gets a bunch more shots up in away games. That's common with NBA players. So I really do like this line, especially going up against the Bucks. I do see this being a pretty close game. Hopefully, it is not a close game with in that, or in the sense that it's scoring less. I don't think it will be, because in that last game that he played against the Milwaukee Bucks, it was 106 to 140. They scored a really high amount, having 16 2-pointers that game, 16 2-pointers attempted that game. So he definitely put in those shot attempts. I definitely do like that. He's averaging 35 minutes within his last 10 games. And like I said, he did do this line better went on the road. He's 12.5 for the 2-pointers attempted, and he's hitting this line 8 out of his last 10 games on the road, averaging 14.4. And if we look at all the point guards that have played against Milwaukee, they've all gone on the over for their line. So this is definitely high up there for this for my picks on today. If you guys do like this play, let me know how you feel about it down in the comment section below. I definitely do think this play is sure to cash out, as well as all the other picks in today's video. If you guys do like these plays, comment down below which one you will be tailing. Don't forget to follow my Instagram at PickPlugYT. We've been killing it over there. I did post something in a reel for you guys to go ahead and check out. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go to PickPlugYT and hit that follow button. Again, once we do hit 10,000 for followers on Instagram, I will be doing a huge giveaway. So definitely be a part of that. Like I said, if this video does reach at least 900 likes, I'll be continuing the ladder challenge. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that sub button. We are growing super fast. We are sure to hit 50,000 subs very soon. So again, join the family, hit that subscribe button, and turn your post notifications. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.